Hi and welcome to the latest installment on simultaneous equations. For this video we're going to look at using the elimination method. I'm still using the same ideas. We're still trying to find the point of intersection to find out where the x values and the y values are the same, but I'm just going to use a slightly different method this time. Basically this method either adds or subtracts two equations from one another in order that we eliminate one of the terms. So I add these two equations, all of them, each the left hand side and the right hand side, or I subtract them in order to eliminate one of the terms. You can add and subtract equations. If I give you a little example over here, 2 plus 3 equals 5, and 5 plus 3 equals 8. I can say, if I add all those things together, 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3 does equal 5 plus 8. If you want to sort of work that out yourself, but you can actually do this. Okay, so I look at these two equations here, and I want to eliminate the x values because if I can just get a red pen, there's a 1x and a 1x. Now if I subtract those two things, or if I subtract one from the other, 1x minus 1x will be 0. Whereas the 2y and the negative 5y, I'll have to do a little bit of work to actually get those to subtract or to work out. So I'm going to subtract those two equations. 1x minus 1x is 0, and then 2y minus negative 5y is 7y. Just be careful of that double negative. And 6 minus 3 will be 3. So I end up getting y equals 3 over 7. And now I go back to substituting this one into one of the equations. I'm going to sub it into the first equation, so it's x plus 2 times 3 over 7 equals 6. So x equals 6 minus 6 over 7, and x ends up being, if you do your fraction work on this, x ends up being 36 over 7. Okay, so there are my two different answers to that one. Now this, next question over here, again the x's are, so in this case the x's are actually different numbers, so that's not going to work very well, but the y's are the same number. That's a 1 and a 1. And I need to think to myself, whether I add, subtract, or either of these equations. Generally speaking, if both the numbers are positive, then you subtract the equations. If both the numbers are negative, then you also subtract the equations, and if one of them is positive and one of them is negative, you add them together. So for the one that I've got two negatives, so therefore I subtract the equation. So 2x minus 3x is negative x. Negative 1y minus negative 1y, the two negatives will make a positive, so it would be negative y plus y, which is 0, and 4 minus negative 1, which is 5. So x equals negative 5. And then substitute that back up in there, which means that's I'll do that in the first one. 2 times negative 5, which is negative 10, minus y equals 4. So y equals, add 10 to both sides, that's 14, and negative, so negative 14. So x is negative 5, y is negative 14. Hopefully that helps you understand that. So moving on to the next equation, I've got 2x and 2y and 3, and x and y and 1. Now the trouble is with this one, I don't have two numbers that are the same, like they're 2 and that's a 1, and that's a 2 and that's a negative 1. So it's not really going to work. But what I can do is I can actually multiply a whole equation by a particular number. And that sort of makes sense again. If I do something over here, I'll go 4 plus 3 equals 7. Multiply both sides by 4. So that's 8 plus 6 equals, and 2 times 7 is 14. And that equation is still true, it still works. So I'm going to do that for over here so that I can make two of the numbers exactly the same. And bear with me while I rub that out. Okay, so I'm going to multiply that second equation by 2. And so I'll end up getting this. I'll get, the top one will just be 2x plus 2y equals 3. And the next one down will be 2x minus 2y equals 1. Now, equals 2. If I multiply everything by 2. Now I can do anything at this point. I can do 2x minus 2x if I wanted to, or I can do 2y plus negative 2y. I think I'm going to do that one because I've done the negative ones before. So I'm going to add these two equations together. So I'm going to get 4x and that's going to equal, 2y minus 2y is 0, and 3 plus 2 is 5. So x equals 5 over 4. And now I'm going to substitute that one back. It's probably easiest to do that in the second equation, this one up here. I'd encourage you not to substitute it back into the equation you've made. Put it into the one that was already there. So 5 on 4 minus y equals 1. So minus 5 on 4 on both sides, so negative y equals negative a quarter. So y equals a quarter. Okay, 5 on 4 and a quarter. Now the last one I'm going to do, have a look at these numbers. Unfortunately, they're both not the same. So I actually have to multiply both equations by a certain number to get the same number for either y or x. You kind of need to use your lowest common multiple skills here. So I'm going to multiply this one by 2 and this one by 3 to get the x's the same. So that becomes, I'll do it down here, 6x plus 4y equals 24, and 6x plus 9y equals 18. I'm going to minus those two equations together and I get negative 5y equals 6. So y equals negative 6 over 5. I'm going to substitute that back up into one of the equations. So 3x plus 2 times negative 6 over 5 equals 12. So 3x minus 12 over 5 equals 12. Very ugly at this point. 3x equals 12 plus 12 over 5. Oof, this is not too nice. And at this point, I'm just going to have to quickly do this up here. 12, if I want to put that over 5, I have to multiply that, so 60 over 5 plus 12 over 5, I get 72 over 5. So that means that x will equal 72 over 15. Hopefully I haven't done too much in one go on that one, but if you do all of the calculations, you should be able to get that as well. If you can't, let me know, but otherwise that's it. So that's how to do the elimination method. You need to try and make the numbers the same, and then you should be able to go from there to either subtract or add equations to make it work, so you can find the final answer. Thanks for watching. Just one final addition, back for more. Those of you who are watching very closely would have realised that this fraction here can cancel down to 24 over 3, and that will be the final answer, 24 over 3. So x is equal to that, but thanks. That's the extra parts, the bonus features for this video. Thanks.